my name is Leslie Cornwell. I'm a certified nurse midwife with Midwifery Business Consultation. Today I want to talk to you about writing a business plan. So many midwives will just start, I'm just going to start practice next week and see how it goes. It works for some, but there's a reason 90% of businesses the first 5 years of starting up close. Planning is pretty much essential for a successful long-term practice that you are passionate about from day one till you want to pass it on to somebody else. So writing a business plan isn't as hard as most people think. It could be 2 pages, it could be 20 pages. It just really depends on what your practice is going to be all about. Are you going to be simple and small and run a home birth practice and start in 6 months to a year? Are you going to take over for an established practice? You still need a business plan. Are you going to have a massive birth center franchise that has extensive locations and needs investors and has a lot of capital to build up for that? Bigger business plan, bigger planning, bigger startup cost. So to go over the basics of what a business plan is, because you're going to need one if you want to present to an investor or a bank, what are you doing? What are your plans? How are you an expert to be successful running this business? What have you thought about? What is your true startup cost going to be in your overhead each month? Are you going to be successful financially? These are simple things you can do on paper before you invest your time and hard-earned money into starting a business venture anywhere, not just a midwifery practice. So some of the things with a business plan: the first, an executive summary, a snapshot overview. What is your business going to be like? What services are you going to offer? How big are you going to be? What areas in the community are you planning on serving? Is it going to be an upper class boutique shop? Is it going to be a nonprofit underserved community that is desperately needing your services? What do you want to do, short-term and long-term? Tell everybody, this is your first paragraph, wow them with what you want to do in the area. A company description, that's more in details. What services in details do you want to offer, short-term and long-term? Do you want to be a women's health clinic? Do you want to be a staffing agency? Do you want to train other midwives in the area and train their birth assistants and do education for families and community? I mean, you can still support midwives by doing conferences and education. You don't have to directly be holding your hand at 2 a.m. catching her baby. But what do you want to do? Tell us in details your plans, how you're going to make those services happen. A market analysis. What is your competition like? Are you competing with big hospitals, medical schools, large midwifery practices, and women are looking for out-of-hospital, small, personalized practices? Are you trying to create something that's already been done in the area? Writing it down on paper and planning is going to save you a lot of money versus, okay, I didn't realize Judy Smith down the street was also doing what I already want to do. You can still do it. It's just going to be harder because you've got to do something that'll wow people to go away from your competition. What is missing in the area? What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are your competitors already doing? What skills do they have that you may or may not have? What's your unique niche that you are going to drive consumers to your practice? Organization and management. Organizing is hard for midwives. Birth isn't planned. We love this unknown aspect. It doesn't have an algorithm to it. But when you're running a business, you have to be organized. You have to plan. You have to know where your books are kept. You've got to hold up to the government of what money you're making, what you're losing, what you're buying, what deductions you're doing. How is your business running? Every year, you need to have an organized template to present. If you have investors or even your own money, you want to know the next 3 months, 6 months, am I making money? Am I losing money? Do I need to adjust my business a certain way? Okay, I'm starting to grow really fast. Now I need to proactively look for another staff member. That organization is key to be able to successfully start a midwifery practice and maintain a midwifery practice. Services and products. We talked a little bit about the services, but go into details. What billable codes are you going to offer at your service? Are you going to do prenatal care, newborn care, breastfeeding support, GYN services, well woman care? There are so many service codes and supply codes out there, and list them. Have a fee rate associated with them. What percentage of your practice are you going to offer? Are you going to do circumcisions? Are you going to do first assist in the hospital? I mean, the sky is the limit what you can do with your practice, but you need to have an idea from the beginning. What do you want to do? What products do you want to sell? Do you want to have a gift shop inside your birth center? Do you want to have a chiropractor down the street or down the hallway that's a cross referral within your building? What do you want your product and services to look like? Marketing and sales. What do you want to do? I recommend 15% of your practice is towards doing market analysis and every year investing into a specific product to market your company. Facebook is cheap, ads are cheap on Facebook, but 10-15% of your overhead every month put towards marketing, especially in the beginning. Once you're open for 5, 6, 7 years, you can really cut down on your marketing, especially if you don't want to grow and expand and you're comfortable with where your business is at. But in the beginning, nobody knows who you are. You have to make them known. Time is valuable. You can meet with doulas, childbirth educators, go to expos, go to tables. But on a larger level, if you can get your online presence with a good website, a good marketing company, you're going to accelerate your success and your profits sooner. And have a game plan for that. What is it going to cost to get your website and get all those initial marketing going versus maintaining it every single month? Funding request. So you can start small, overhead, do it on the side with your main midwife hospital position and just put in money as needed. Some women start that way. I recommend as a nurse midwife or a midwife in general, figure out where do you want to be in 3 months, 6 months, a year? How big do you want your practice to be? What are you truly going to need from day one to get started and open? Put together the numbers. How much initial marketing, how much initial supplies, how much initial staff are you going to need? Maternity care with insurance reimbursement, you're not going to get paid for 9 months. You're going to take care of women for quite a while. You have to have overhead initial coverage for that first year of operating until the money starts coming in. You'll still have GYN and random codes that are easy to bill, but if you're doing mostly midwifery care, prenatal, birth, postpartum, it's going to be one large payment a couple months after the baby gets here. So think about that. I did a small business association loan with my birth center practice when I had started, and it's got a lot of paperwork to it. It worked. It was awesome. I had to put 30% down, but I wouldn't have been able to start my practice without it. You may have family and friends that love your cause and they want to be your investors. They want to donate to what you're doing. GoFundMeOnline.com. You can put a proposal together. If you have a community and there is a need for what you're doing, you'll find the money for it. And especially private investors, where they will help start up businesses when they know they can make money off you making money. If you can make the numbers supported on your business plan, this is going to be a profitable, successful practice that serves women in the cause. You're going to find investors, no problem, that are going to help you to get this place going. It's just a matter of getting a good business plan. And that's the importance of financial education and business education. Midwives aren't trained in that. You have to get that training on your own. So financial projections. Where do you see yourself 5, 10, 15 years from now? Do you see yourself solo, small, just simple the entire time? That's okay, but put that on your paperwork. Do you see yourself being solo for a year and then having 3 midwives in 3 to 4 years, and then having 5 midwives in 5 years, and having 4 locations in 10 years? How big do you envision your business becoming? It doesn't mean it's going to be that way, but it helps on paper for the partners, the investors, the success of this mission and value of your practice to be written down. What you want, other people want to read and understand. It'll help to make it more successful. So an appendix, just put your resume down. What do you have the skills to do this? Why are you the expert that this is going to be successful with you? Investors and banks and whoever you present this business plan to wants to know, how are you the best person to be running this place and make it the most successful? Brag about yourself. Midwives are not good at that, but we need to be. We are very knowledgeable and experts in our field. Tell them that. Show them all the courses you've taken. Show them all the business classes. Have you run another side business? That is evidence of support that you're going to be successful in running another business. So don't shy away from a business plan. I promise you, they're really, really important. Take the time, plan accordingly, and prep so that your business will be successful short-term and long-term. My name's Leslie Cornwell, Midwifery Business Consultation. If you need anything, I am an email away. Subscribe us on YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Have a great day.